How to stop foreclosure this year. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 key strategies to be able to stop foreclosure this year. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from AskRinde, and welcome to the #1 community for foreclosure, income, and credit. So in the past few years, I've done videos of how to stop foreclosure. This year, however, is quite different. So if you or someone you know needs help with stopping foreclosure, loan modifications, or forbearance, make sure you watch the video to the end and leave a comment below if you need help with anything. So in this video, I'm not going to go over what a foreclosure is and all the basic processes that lead up to a foreclosure. I've actually covered those in many other videos that I've done here on my channel, so you can actually feel free to refer to those videos, and I'll also leave a link to my previous videos on foreclosure in the description below. So it's been my experience after working through thousands of foreclosures with homeowners all around the country that the foreclosure fight is normally a one-sided fight and mostly on the lender's terms. And it's really because of one thing: the homeowners are not informed. One of my favorite scriptures in the Bible is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. It's very important for these people to know what to do when you're dealing with a lender. So most times, most foreclosures start out where the homeowner is in fear, they're in panic, they reach out to the lender then sends them a package, and the process starts. They go through it, and they either end up being approved or they're denied. The solution is either short-term or something that is long-term, or they struggle to basically just work through it. Most times, people who are failing and not able to actually pull through either lose the house or they end up in a situation where they just kick the bucket down the road, and then the inevitable happens. They either have to sell the property or they can't afford it any longer, and it's a strain, and it breaks down the family unit. So what I wanted to share with you is that the first tool that you'll need in order to be able to stop foreclosure are foreclosure forms. So this year is going to be the year of foreclosure forms, and that's simply because the storm and the foreclosure tsunami that we're facing currently is all around. It's multidimensional, it's multi-sided. So the lenders are actually in position currently to be able to take many people to foreclosure. They're legally in that standing because these forbearances have expired or these forbearances have run their course. And the homeowners are in a position where they either have to clinch and get a loan modification, or they're going to have to either sell the property. And when they sell the property, where are they going to go? So this is kind of like the perfect storm. In addition to that, you have many services that are facing deficits, meaning that the escrow accounts are actually have major shortages, and they're actually now in the red because they've been carrying the mortgage, they've been paying the taxes, they want to remain in first position, so they have escrow shortages. So what's happening is that those people who have not been able to pay their forbearance in full, they're going to end up with either higher mortgage payments, where the escrow shortages will then be broken up into payments that are tacked onto the mortgage payment. But also, those escrow shortages are causing some lenders to not approve loan modifications, to not approve revisions to their mortgage that they badly need. So what do you do in those situations? You need the proper forms and proper paperwork to be able to send into the mortgage company. Most times, like I've shared before, the mortgage company sends you their paperwork. You just fill it out and you send it back in. And you're really completely on their terms. Meanwhile, as a consumer and as a homeowner, you actually have rights, and there are certain capabilities that you have within your possession that you can actually initiate on your part to be able to give to the mortgage company to help your situation and stop your foreclosure. Most homeowners don't know what foreclosure forms are. Better yet, use them to be able to stop their foreclosure and fight for their home. So most times they actually remedy it by turning to attorneys, and the attorneys do filings on their behalf that they probably in some cases could do on their own. However, if you're able to pay, you have to pay to play when it comes to attorneys. And we're in a really tight spot now because there are a lot of people who do not have the retainers. They do not have the monies to pay these attorneys to file, hoping that they're going to be able to come through for them. This is not a hope and get situation. This is where you really need to be educated, not only for yourself, but also with whatever attorney and legal counsel you're seeking to be able to help you remedy your situation. So whether you're in a judicial or non-judicial state, foreclosure forms such as counterclaim forms, administrative affidavits, and much, much more are applicable. These are forms that you need to use and employ, really literally employ them like an employee to work on your behalf when it comes to dealing with the mortgage company. So these forms are everything, because having access to the right forms can give you the ability to be able to employ different solutions to offer the mortgage company, different solutions to be able to work through the process, different solutions to be able to deal with time, different solutions to be able to deal with the monetary aspect of it. You need to be able to use these, and some of these actually can replace money. It's all about being tactical when you're dealing with foreclosure defense or fighting for it to keep your home, fighting to move through to get a loan modification, fighting to move through to be able to get a forbearance extension or another consideration that's outside of the scope of what the lender is offering. You need to be able to know what forms you can use to be able to apply. So we actually have a resource area with many of our forms that are listed. These are all unique. Some of them are really not known by the public, but these are things that we've used over the years that I've used to be able to help many go through the foreclosure process successfully, not only buying time, but also putting the lender against the wall. Now, in connection to the forbearance, the other key thing that you're going to need to have a good knowledge and awareness of is how to properly time things when it comes to foreclosure. Now, it seems like, okay, finally the lender's going to ask you to resume your mortgage payments. What do you do? Well, properly timing this is going to make a big difference. It's actually going to be the make or break. It's going to be the difference between those who win and get successfully through this and those who actually lose out. You have to properly time this, and you can't wait until the last minute to be able to start the process. So, for example, if you've been in a forbearance for 9 months, you should, and you know that the lender is going to take it up to 12 months, you should start timing this and start working towards a solution now. Don't wait until a 12th month and then expect that you're going to call a lender and say, hey, I can't make my payments. You're already in foreclosure. You're already in a situation where they have the right to be able to start the proceedings. The only difference that we have here, remember, is that fact that there's been a moratorium. There's been a covering. And so that covering is going to slowly lift. And what will happen is that the exposure will be there. You do not want to get caught exposed. And you really need help to be able to know how to properly time this, whether or not you're actually in a good time position with your property or not. So if you need help with that, you can feel free to reach out to us. Our email address is askrindenow@gmail.com. We'll be happy to talk to you and see if we can give you an idea of what your timing looks like. Number 2. So the second key to stopping foreclosure this year is going to be learning how to make income online and also understanding grants and how to find grants. So many times when we're dealing with helping homeowners stop foreclosure, going through the process, we find that the lender, the most important thing to them are the numbers. The lenders are not caring about your personal circumstance, what you've gone through because of the pandemic, and all those other things. The lender is looking at the numbers. And at the end of the day, ultimately, that's what's going to matter. When all the dust settles and everything is done, and all the forbearances are over, and things go back to where they resume their normal schedule, the numbers are what's going to matter. This is one of the reasons why with a forbearance, they're offering you the time to suspend your payments, pending that they're either going to give you an option. If you have an FHA, they may put it on the back end of the loan. If you have a conventional mortgage, they may negotiate with you. But the point is that they want their money. So keep in mind that it's strictly financial with the foreclosure on the lender's side. On your side, there are other circumstances that are going on that cause this issue. We understand that. However, with the lender, it's strictly financial. So with that being said, when we deal with foreclosure, we normally deal with it in multiple ways. Specifically, we deal with the foreclosure head on. At the same time, we help you and put you in a position from an income perspective so that you're sustained. So with the circumstances that we're in currently with the world, with the shutdowns and the changes and the variants and the different strains that are coming up, it's crucial for you to be able to develop business online. Whether you're going to actually start out consulting, whether you're going to start out as an entrepreneur, you're going to offer a product or a service, we actually have many videos that we've shared, not only inside the network, but I've shared a few here on my channel that you can watch to be able to get ideas on how to generate income online. If you need help with that, feel free to reach out to me by leaving a comment below, and I'll be able to share some information with you, looking at your situation and insight of what you could do to be able to generate and start making income online today. In addition to that, we also have our resource area that has a list of grants. We have grants that are available in all 50 states. It's crucial for you to understand that there are a world of grants available. These are free grants for individuals. These are grants that are also for families and different causes. And these are available. It's just that the public does not know about them. So we've taken the time to build up our resource area and include as many grants that are helpful to you as possible. Grants that help you with your home. Grants that help you pay your utilities, grants that help you with actual money, grants that help you with relocation, grants that help you find jobs, grants that position you to be able to have a reset and make your reset easier. These are what we've included in the resource area. So just understand that you don't always have to carry all the heavy weight. There are people out there, there are institutions, there are organizations that will happily lend a helping hand, specifically in times of need as what we are in right now. This is why our resource area is so valuable, because it's packed with so much information. everything from not only our foreclosure forms, but also with our grants. So feel free to actually check that out. Just going to our website, and actually you can go through the resource area and see what grants are available. But marrying the two, online income and grants that you're actually constantly sourcing, can really help change the game when it comes to having not only the monies to be able to pay for your property, but also resetting you in a different path where you don't have to go back to struggling, maybe perhaps looking for a job that your industry's been wiped out, or you want to work but you just realize that there's a lot of competition because there's a lot of people losing their jobs who are looking to try to find jobs, and you just can't do it. You can't either leave your children at home, someone needs to stay with them. You can't spare that time to be able to go out and work, yet you need to take care of your family. So having an online business, having an online presence, having online streams of income is very crucial, and marrying the two, that along with grants, can make a big difference for you. Number 3, so the third key to stopping foreclosure this year is going to be communities. Yes, so you need to know how to leverage and connect with the right people. You need to connect with people who are not struggling, who actually know how to navigate the process and know how to actually move you from where you are to where you need to be. And that is out of foreclosure, with money in the bank, and in a better position, not stressed out, not fearing, not wondering where your family's going to be, not wondering what the future is going to hold. You need to actually have that shift. Many times we look to basically try to do things on our own, and it's very important to understand the value of connection. One of my mentors talks about the golden connection, and that is key because your next level is tied to someone else who actually is on that level. You just need to connect with them, and that could be in knowledge, that could be in family, that could be in different things that you really need access to be able to move down that road, but you need someone to be able to show you the path. You need someone to be able to show you how to get from point A to point B. No man is an island. Everyone's connected in one way or another, and we all basically are an ecosystem, and you have to understand that. And this is something that I realized as I did soul searching for my family to see where we're forecasting to go, what we were planning to do, navigating this entire process with the pandemic and all the things that we've gone through. And I wanted to share that what I did realize was that community was going to be a very big factor. Who I connected to, what families was I attaching my family to, what was I actually going to not only create, like let's say within our academy and our community, but what are communities were we attaching to that will help that. And there's a really strong recurring theme that they all have strong communities. They're connected to communities. So communities can mean, groups of people. Communities can mean a person that introduces you to a people. Communities can mean basically you consuming certain content that is a part of a specific community, and you're learning about that. And so it's important for you to expose yourself to the right communities so that you can get the knowledge that you need in order to be able to help navigate the process. This will affect you financially. This will affect you all around with knowing how to save your property, knowing how to navigate through the issues that are coming and the issues that we're currently facing right now. So if you actually want to connect to our community, we would love to have you. All you have to do is really just go to our website, AskRinde.com, and we'll love to have you join our community where we can help you with not only foreclosure, we can help you with navigating your income, we can also help you with developing your credit. We take things in stages. We deal with your foreclosure, your income, and also your credit. So we'd love to have you as a part of our community and tap into us where you get access to not only loan modification solutions, not only grants that you can't find anywhere else online, but also resources that are going to be invaluable. We have a network that's national, so we'll be able to help you navigate the process of whatever you're dealing with and point you in the right direction and set you on the track. It's also important to understand that you're just as strong as who you are surrounding. There's another scripture that I like. It says, iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend. It's very important that who you surround yourself with, they're either going to help you scale to where you need to be, or they're going to pull you downward. You're either going to go in an upward spiral or a downward spiral, and that saying holds true. So we would love to have you as a part of our community. If you need help with anything and you have any questions, please leave a comment below. You can also reach out to me. My email address is askrindenow@gmail.com. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.